Hello, this is conceptual problem solving in physics, episode 2. I have discussed two problems in the earlier video. In this, I will be discussing another problem. This is a very interesting problem. The problem is particles P and Q of masses 20 grams and 40 grams respectively are projected from the positions A and B and the ground. The initial velocity of P and Q making an angle 45 and 135 with the horizontal array shown in the figure. Each particle has an initial speed of 49 meter per second. The separation is 245. So this is 245 meters. Both particles travel in the same vertical plane and undergo a collision. After the collision, P retraces its path. What is the distance of Q where it hits the ground? This problem appeared in different variations in different years of JEE, and the solution is required for first the time they collide, two the place where Q hits the ground, three time taken to reach the ground after collision. So each of all these questions can be answered by following a mathematical procedure wherein we try to find out the y and x coordinate of both the particles P and Q by writing the equation of motion. So we will get the trajectory, and then when they collide, the x of P and y of P are equal to x of Q and y of Q. So this is a mathematics, but if you apply the physics or the concept, we can see that both of them are going with the same velocity. So they will be meeting, they will travel the same distance because the velocities are same. They are moving in the opposite direction. They collide after traveling for the same amount of time. So obviously they will collide in the middle because they have to travel equal distance. And the only point which is reached by both P and Q at the same time is the middle point. That means in the middle of the particles collide, in the middle of AB. This is an important point which will simplify the problem. In the middle of A and B, that means we have to see, for getting the time of collision, we have to see what is the time for it to travel a distance of 245 by 2. This is a distance. And what is the velocity? The horizontal velocity 49. 49 is the velocity, and the component cos 45 is root 2. So this is the time after which they will collide. Then place where it hits the ground. Now it is also given that the P retraces its path. Now it is the P is going with momentum mv and the Q is going with momentum 2mv. So 2mv is in this direction and mv is in this direction. If P has to retrace its path, then the net momentum is minus mv. 2mv minus mv. This, or we can take minus 2mv plus mv is minus mv. So the conservation of momentum says that because the entire momentum is carried by P, because it is retracing its path, the momentum of Q has to be 0. Q momentum is 0. That means the Q will fall freely. you will fall freely. That means it hits the ground at 245 by 2. At the middle, it falls freely, so it hits. So we can also get the height from the time it takes to collide. This is the time it takes to collide, and the time of fall will be the same as this time. So we can also get the height by finding of gt square, because the time of collision is same as the time of fall, because the time it takes to go to that height will be same as the time it takes to fall down. So conceptually the problem is simplified. We don't have to solve these equations of motion. Hope this gives an example of how the conceptual or the understanding the physics of the problem helps in finding the solution quickly and more accurately. Thank you.